Hey y'all, so I wanted to hop on here real quick and just share some thoughts. I work with a lot of women who um, aren't really in touch with their emotions, and I used to be she, and she used to be me. But not really being in touch with their emotions. You're aware that you're feeling something. Maybe the rest of us can visually see it. Like we can see it on your face. We can see it in your demeanor. We can see it in how your like face muscles tense up. We can see it in how your shoulders tighten. We can see it in your tone, how your tone changes, that there's an emotion that you're experiencing. Um, it could be anything. It could be sadness. It could be fear. It could be anger. It could be disappointment. It could just be frustration. And a lot of the times, when you are an overachiever or someone who is over functioning, it can become quite difficult to identify that because your mind is on what do you need to do? How do you solve this problem? What is the next thing on your list to do? You don't really feel like there is time to sit back and think about it. And you've never even probably been taught how to slow yourself down, right? What you've been taught is how to get things done, how to figure it out, how to survive, how to beat the odds, how to make a dollar out of 15 cents, how to make the things happen despite what you might physically be experiencing, despite what you might be emotionally experiencing, despite what you might even actually be seeing, right? You just get into fight mode. This fight mode. I got to keep pressing through. I got to keep moving. I got to take care of X, Y, and Z. Um, the heaviness and the burden of the dependency that others may have on you, the responsibility that you feel that you have towards others, right? It could be a feeling that you have, and it could be like legitimately a responsibility that you have to take care of. And so as a result, you never learned how to sit with self, how to assess what is happening in my body. And so typically, what might happen is your body speaks for you. For me, I'll share my story. I would have chronic back pain. I was 25 years old having a whole back surgery. I had went 6 months um, with sciatic pain that had gotten so bad that the right side of my leg was completely numb. Your girl was walking around with a cane, literally dragging her foot. My foot was asleep. I had these little kids, I had three little girls, and the doctor was like, "You're so young. You're so young. How are you going to be able to?" I think at the time my daughter might have been 2 or 3. You still have a toddler. You need to be able to pick her up. How are you going to be able to do these things when your body is just not healing itself? And what I didn't know was that it was stress related, right? What I didn't know is that I was overwhelmed. I was exhausted. I was not only physically but mentally exhausted, and I didn't know how to rest. And my body was speaking. My body was speaking from the years of running around in a dysfunctional relationship and being stressed out and trying to take care of all these kids and trying to maneuver all of these things and just not knowing how to rest, not knowing how to set boundaries, not knowing how to care for myself. I just knew that I had a responsibility to other people and other things, and that I felt like I was the only one that was going to keep the ship running. And so my body was like, "No, baby girl, need you to slow down." And it wasn't until and you would think that that incident would have been the deal breaker for me. No, y'all. I was like, wow, that's a fluke accident. Had that surgery, got better, and then begin to have chronic back pain. My back began to go out probably at least 5 or 6 other times after that. When I say back goes out, I mean laid up on my back for like 2 weeks without being able to move. I mean, the ambulance had to come get me and lift me up off the floor. I mean, my back went out. And so I share this because I wonder, in what ways is your body communicating it's there's too much going on. It's in overload. It's in burnout, it's in exhaustion. Do you have constant headaches? Is there tension in your neck? You have gut issues? Is your stomach upset? Um, it's so important that we pay attention to our body. In some ways, the body will respond even more drastically. Heart attacks, high blood pressure, chronic stress, and feeling the need to be everyone, be everything to everyone can really leave us in a place that we may not be able to return to. Our bodies are speaking to us. Your body is speaking to you. Are you listening? So, if you would like more information, I'm doing a workshop where I'm going to be talking about burnout. I'm going to be talking about chronic stress, chronic anxiety, overfunctioning, how we have come to learn how to function in this constant state of stress. But are we really functioning? And share some practical tools that will help you begin a journey of healing, a journey of peace, a journey of stress relief, a journey of understanding what is happening with yourself, what is happening with your body, and how you can take care of yourself and your body, and then ultimately those around you better. For more information, DM me stress free, and I will send you some more info.